Hey guys, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video from the Apex Predator Billiards Club. My name is Apex Selenia, and in today's video we are going to be learning about the Conti system, or otherwise known as the corner 5 system for 3-rail kick shots. This system is a very well-known system, and you can find lots of videos on the internet regarding the purpose of the system and how this system is applied on the pool table. Obviously, I'm not going to be changing the way how the system works. I'm simply just going to be showing you my version of the explanation, and of course just show you a little bit more variances and extremities in terms of where the system works, how you can adjust depending on your table, type of table and table condition, along with other more important stuff that you will see throughout this video. So of course, if this is your first time here on the channel, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button below. Turn on your post notification bell to be notified whenever there are more tutorial videos like this, and of course consider dropping a like and sharing the video and the content out to your pool communities. So without further ado, let's jump right into the lesson and let's learn about 3-way kick shots using the corner 5 system. Alright guys, so as you can see here laid out on the table, I have a couple of balls that I've used as markers. Here I have the 5 ball that is placed in the corner. In a moment I will let you know what that the purpose of that ball is. Here I have the 6, the 7 and the 8, and here at this second diamond I have the 4. At the side pocket here I have the 3, and at this maximum point here I have the 2 ball. So when it comes to the 3-way system, of course different tables play slightly differently. So of course, depending on the table in which you're practicing on, or you're going to be playing a match, a tournament, or per se just doing local gambling, of course you're going to need to be familiar with how the table plays. Now on a standard billiard 3 cushion table, if you aim from the corner to the second diamond here, you will end up around the third diamond here, and you will usually enter into the corner. So for most tables, the exit point on the third rail is a third diamond, and it usually heads to the corner. But on my table, it requires a little bit of adjustment, and the adjustment is that if I aim from the corner here in between the first and the second diamond here, I will go 3 rails around the table, and I will always pocket the ball that is hanging in the corner. So the purpose of the video here is to just show you the path that the cue ball takes going 3 cushions around the table, and always know how we can track it to the corner. With that said, of course, if you know that system, then you can, in future videos I will show you how you can use this system to get yourself out of safety, how to pocket 3 rails balls on the table, and so much more. So let's get into it now. First thing, I'm going to show you a precision calculation in which you can use to pocket the ball going 3 rails. Now, first thing you're going to need to learn, guys, is the diamond system, and of course it's called the corner 5 system simply because we label this corner pocket here, or we label the corner pockets from which you're aiming at, you're aiming from, as the number 5. Now, increasing on the short rail, you're going to find that we're increasing by powers of well, I'm going to be using this as the 5, but I'm going to be using powers of 10. So this is 50, the first diamond here is 60, 70, 80, and in between diamonds you'll have 65, 75, and so forth. As you go down the long rail now, the first diamond here becomes 45, this is 40, which is why I have the 4 ball labeled here, 35, 30, that's why I have the 3 ball labeled here, 25, 20, that's why I have the 2 ball there. Now on my table, if we subtract our first rail contact from the corner pocket, we will get the exit point on this rail here. So the formula basically is first rail, it would be first rail from cue balls for third rail contact to meet the corner. And on my table, the exit point is 35. Okay, so that means if it is that I were to take 35 away from 50, I will get 15. So So I know for certain that my first real contact spot here is 15 to make contact with 35 to pocket the 5. So let's see how this works here. So all multi-reel systems are played with running sides. So here we go. Aiming at 35 here. Aiming at 15, pardon me, with 11 o'clock spin. And I should be able to go around the reels and head into the corner to pocket the 5 without any effort at all in terms of the feel. Now, of course, I'm going to be extending the system here to, let's do it from 60, okay? So if, say for example, my cue ball was lying anywhere in the vicinity of the first diamond here, okay, on the short reel, then I know that again my exit point is 35. So if I take 35 away from 60, I will get 25. So I should aim here, okay? And if I aim here with running sides, that's 11 o'clock, I should be able to go 3 reels around the table without any effort and pocket the 6 ball. All right, very, very reliable system. It is very well known, as I said before, and as I said, it's just a matter of the tail that you play on. It depends on how it reacts. Different. If the cloth is new, it slides a lot more. You may have to adjust by adding a little bit of diamond increment. If it's old and worn and it drifts, then you may have to add a little bit more side spin to the cue ball. So you have to just be aware of that. Now here I'm aiming from 70 here, okay? So if I'm aiming from 70, I know that again my exit point is 35. So let's put my 7 ball here, put my cue ball at 70, and so I'm just going to be aiming here at, say, 35. Now when you're aiming from this diamond here and you're aiming to 35, it will almost seem as if you're going to need to aim into the side pocket facing here. So what you're going to need to do here is do a little bit of adjustment, meaning that I'm just going to be aiming just in front of the side pocket, maybe about 38 or about 40 here, and then I'm just going to, because I'm aiming or I'm adjusting down, adding diamond increments, then I have to add a little bit more side spin to, so that when I catch the 30, I'm going to come a little bit long here, and then I'm going to need the side spin to take and close the angle in on the 7. All right, when it's at this shallow of an angle, the spin does not take effect of the first reel, but in fact it takes effect on the second reel. So here we go, just in front of the jaw facing here, okay? So I'm just going to be aiming at, instead of 11 o'clock, I'm just going to be aiming at 10 o'clock. And there we go, nicely done. You can see that when the cue ball took out the first reel, it held its natural angle, but then the spin started to take effect off the second reel, and then the spin and come around into the corner. All right, and now even at this extreme point here, where you're aiming at, say for example, aiming at the 3 reels, then this would mean that you have to even add more side spin, because now the angle is extremely shallow. So I know naturally that if I take 35 here away from, say, 80, then I'm going to get 45, which is right here. All right, so what I'm going to do here, since I do not have any anything in my way, I'm just going to be aiming at, say, 45 here, and I'm going to be aiming at 10 o'clock. I need to get as much rotation on the cue ball as possible. So here we go, aiming at 10 o'clock and a nice controlled speed, and nicely done there. Unfortunately I scratched, but the video is not necessarily about preventing the scratch, it's just naturally trying to figure out what is the 3 reel track line to the corner. All right, so there we have it for segment 1. I'm just going to be doing segment 2 now. We're going to be looking at kicking 3 reels off the long reel here. So let's get into that. All right guys, so here we go. We're now going to be trying to kick at 3 reels from the long rail here. All right, and so the calculation remains the same. The exit point is in fact 35 on my table to get to the corner. So the same procedure, I'm just going to be taking my first rail contact from my current cue ball position to get my third rail contact, or in reverse you could say take the third rail contact from the current cue ball's position to get the first rail contact that will lead you to the corner. All right, don't mind the math is just for reference, so as to add a little bit more precision and accuracy to your kicking or your kick game. So here we go, I'm just going to be putting the 4 ball here. All right, and I'm going to be shooting from 40. Okay, shooting from 40. I now know that I have to catch 35, so 35 away from 40 gives me 5. And so what that means for me now is that I'm just going to be aiming in between here, the first diamond, which is 10, and the corner pocket. So I'm just going to be aiming at 5. And again, I'm just going to be using a little bit more side spin here. All right, so I am now aiming at a more steeper angle, which means that I need not as much side spin, maybe anywhere between 11 and 10 o'clock. So let's try that here. Okay, so I'm just going to be sticking at 11 o'clock for my table, and then I come around nicely and I pocket the 4 ball with relative ease. Okay, so let's see now that we're going to be going here to diamond 30. Okay, remember 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. So now this is where it gets a little bit extreme. All right, because now once you've done the subtraction, you're going to find that you're going to have negative results, which are not going to be on the table. It's going to be imaginatively off the table. So what do we do now when we do our calculations and the result is negative? For example, we need to catch 35, but we are aiming from 30. So if we take 35 from 30, mathematically, that would mean that the result is negative 5. So what do we do? Because negative 5 would obviously be half a diamond beyond the corner, and we cannot aim at that diamond because we would not be able to get 3 cushions. So here's what we're going to be doing now. We're just going to be aiming, as I said, as close to negative 5 as possible. So I'm thinking that the closest point here would just be in front of the jaws of the corner pocket. And so if I aim right there, all I have to do to compensate for the adjustment is add more side spin. So I'm thinking anywhere close to 9 o'clock or just very close to 10 o'clock on the cue ball here. So let's get into it. All right, so add more side spin. We're going to need a little bit more follow through in terms of all the other kicks. So not only would we need the side spin, we're going to need to accelerate through the cue ball so we can get that spin taking place to get back to this position here. So here we go. All right, so 10 o'clock, let's see. Okay, there, and perfect shot on the 3. So you can see that the system is absolutely reliable, and it just takes probably about 20 minutes or so on the practice table. Whenever you're doing it, you just take some time and you try to get a feel for how the calculation works. All right, and finally now we're just going to be aiming from 2, which is, as I said, the most extreme point. I may not make the shot, I may get lucky in this video and make the shot, but this is as extreme. I don't see a reason why or how you'd ever be able to want to do a shot like this, but who to tell? You never can tell. Whenever you have this very same shot here, you end up have to play a 3 rail simply because it's the only option. So here we go, we're aiming from 20, we need to catch 35. 35 from 20 is negative 15. That is way beyond the scope of the table. So again, we're just going to be aiming as close here. All right, negative 15 is somewhere around here, way out there. So that's a lot of adjustment, guys. So now we're going to add maximum side spin, which is about 9 o'clock, with good follow through and proper application of the stroke. So hopefully I might be able to get back to this position here and pocket the 2. Here we go. So 9 o'clock on the cue ball, close to the jaws of the corner, and hopefully I get enough side spin to go around the table here. Ooh, I was very fortunate enough that the 2 ball was actually in the corner enough to make it, but there you can see it is absolutely possible even at its extreme point. All right, so that ends segment 2. Segment 3, we're just going to be looking at playing the 3 rail whenever the ball is not in the corner. All right guys, now in this here our final segment, we're just going to be simply looking at what if we had to play a 3 rail where the ball is not in the corner. Evidently this is more of a game situation scenario, and I'm just going to be picking a random diamond, something very simple, nothing in between increments, just for you to get the idea of the system. So here what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to be trying to pocket the 1. Yes, all right, I'm not trying to play for position, I'm trying to get myself out of safety. So let's say that this is the situation, I'm on the 1 and I'm blocked by the 9, and the only logical route here is to go 3 rails. So what's going to happen here is that I am at the corner 5. I'm at the corner 5 or 50, I should say. And so naturally I know that my exit point is at 35. So I know that if I were to catch 35, I would head to the corner. So how do I get to 35? I would simply take 35 away from 50 to get 15. So I'd aim in between the first diamond and the second diamond here, and that would naturally, with running sides, get me to the corner. I do not want to get to the corner. I want to get 1 diamond short. So that means that if I want to go 1 diamond short in this direction, it means that my calculation that would take me to the corner is here. So I have to come 1 diamond down in this direction here. So now I'm just going to be aiming at 25 instead. All right. So with this, it's just simply using diamond adjustment on a diamond calculation. So another thing to add to this is that we do not use side spin when you're trying to actually get onto this rail here. I just simply, on my table, I use natural top spin. Right? I'm trying to make the 1, but my ultimate goal is to try to make contact with the 1. So here we go. So aiming at 25 from 50, and that should give me a fairly good contact on the 1. Top spin. Alright, so I made contact with the 1. It's not as clean. Let's give that another try. Okay, I was fortunate enough to make contact with the 1. Let's give that another try. I would like a better contact on the 1, and that's much better, a more flush hit on the 1 there for you. Alright, actually was trying to make the 1, but it didn't work out that time. And here I am trying to again make contact with the 2. So I'm just now going to be still just aiming from 50 here. Alright, just aiming from 50. Alright, so again 35 gets me to the corner. 2 diamond adjustments in this direction. I know that 2 diamonds adjustments, that is 1, 2 here, should pretty much get me with top spin to make contact with the 2. So here we go, aiming at 35 from 50, top spin, making contact with the 2. Beautiful. Very, very nice contact, avoiding getting or giving up balling hand. All right, so pretty much you can see that the system is like magic. All right, well, it's like magic, but it's not. So naturally, let's see if we can do 1 from the side rail here, or let's do 1 from here. Okay, let's put it in between diamond. So let's say 1.5, and I'm aiming from, say here, 60. Okay, so I know that in order to get to the corner, 35 is my aiming point, so I would have to aim at 15. Sorry, pardon me, I'd have to aim at 25 from 60 to get to 35 to get back into the corner. So if this is 25 here, that would simply mean then that if I need to make 1.5 diamond adjustment in this direction, I'd have to make 1.5 diamond adjustment, let's say from here. So that's half one. So literally I'll be aiming pretty much towards the back of the side pocket with top spin. Hopefully I should be able to make here 3 real contact with the 3 ball. So here we go, back of the side pocket, that's at 40, top spin. Let's see if we can get into it here. And there you have it, guys. Nice 3 reel route, making contact with the 3, avoiding ball in hand. Alright, so that brings us to the end of another tutorial video from the Apex Predator Billiards Club. Another great system for kicking. Do go on the table, get some time in, put some practice on the table, get used to the system. You never can tell when it's going to be your lifesaver. So until next time, please like, share, subscribe, and continue to support the channel and the growth. Progress is being made, unlocking the secrets to the pros' success here is discovered on my channel. Do take care until next time. Apex Selenia signing out. Goodbye.